the Khayelitsha in Cape Town, which is 2 black townships, where the murder rate rivals that of places like Honduras and Colombia, where the drug cartel reigns. And it only ever got much, much, much worse under the ANC rule. So, in that sense, it is true. And the funny part about this is actually that whenever we talk about farm murders and how bad farm murders are, people always point to the fact that things are so bad in the townships. Like, have you seen how they are killing each other in places like Nyanga? How can you want to receive special treatment as farmers when people are killed en masse in Nyanga? Well, the people killing them, you know, doing the killing in Yanga are also the people committing the farm murders. The truth is just that it's much more unacceptable for Afrikaner farmers when they are on the receiving end of this widespread violence than it is in Yanga. In Yanga, it's just a way of life, and that is the reason why we don't see a Black AfriForum rising in Yanga and making a huge issue about all the township murders. Nobody is preventing them from doing that. And if they do that, I would actually support them. If there is a group standing up in Nyanga saying we should stop the murders in this township and the community should come together to stop these murders, that would be great. But unfortunately, it is just part of the life there. And therefore, the people who are actually effectively and actively lobbying against murders perpetuated against their particular group seem to be mostly the Afrikaner. And the biggest main reason for this is because the Afrikaner find it unacceptable to have widespread murders such as farm murders, where others clearly do not find it as unacceptable. Otherwise, they would have done more about it, just like the Afrikaner is doing about it. Then another point that was pushed by Stratcom on the Swart Gevaar. ANC and MK operations were exaggerated to create the impression of constant black-led terror threats. Now, on that part, that seems like not something very objective to say, but there were widespread terror attacks being committed by Umkhonto we Sizwe and other so-called liberation movements. But then, after all of the Stratcom things were exposed and it stopped, it became much more true than during Stratcom, especially during the transition period in the late 80s and early 90s, where we saw more than 20,000 people being killed by Umkhonto we Sizwe and by the ANC and their supporters in the so-called People's War, which was mostly a struggle between black groups for dominance in a new multiracial South Africa. And of course, the group that was the most violent, that was the ANC, won